So this is going to be a video on how to install these fog light brackets with the Harley Davidson fog lights that you would get off of Amazon, like this one. So I've already got this one installed, and getting the fog light into the actual bracket's pretty easy. It just kind of lays in and clips in. You start the bottom and then the top will just pop in. I'll show in just a second, but you'll want to make sure that you line it up as you go to pop in with the top piece. You want these individuals to line up with this, and make sure your .SE or whatever is at the top so you don't have them upside down. The plug should be towards the bottom side. But you'll take the bracket, you're going to take the fog light, the .SE is here, and you're going to get it started. Just, even if it's crooked at first, it's okay, because it'll work its way towards being straight, and just kind of pushes down. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Hold on. Just like that, it clicks in. Now this one looks like it's a little bit crooked, so you can just take it and kind of twist it in the housing. It takes some effort, so it's best to have both hands. Just like that. Now it's facing upright. You can see that these little fins rest right here by these mounts, and now you've got your little fog light ready to drop in. You just have to connect it to the OEM bracket right here, which I will pop these pins out real quick and show you how to do. So these are what the OEM fog lights are held in with. It's just these little push pins. You can reuse them. Just make sure that if you have one of these brackets that you go slow and get it warm beforehand. I'm going to make an adjustment to the file because the first few I sent out, I already messaged these people, need to be drilled out ever so slightly, just so there's more clearance. But after that, they should fit just fine. So you'll just take this piece and lay it over. It fits on the exterior like this. It's kind of hard to do this again with one hand. So you get it lined up, as you can see, get this started, and then push it through. That'll help hold it in place. I'll grab the other one and do the same thing. Struggling a little bit. There we go. And then you'll very gently just push these through. Again, if you get this warm, it'll help. But you don't want to put the top one in until you're putting it into the actual car. If I hit these with just a little bit of heat, you can probably see they're pushed through now. But just a tiny bit of heat, and they push through real easy. Don't push them fast, push them slow. And then I take this electrical connector and I just push it through the back. Pull it on through. And now you end up with a unit like this. I gotta get the light set up over there and get the other one done, and then I will pick up the video again. So, this part is a bit exaggerated just so you guys can see. I have the whole headlight pulled out, which you don't need to do. However, if you don't want to try and reach around through all the bottom stuff, it's pretty easy. There's just the Torx bolts and nuts that go here. There's one here and here. If you have, and then you'll have to pull the one off of this arm here and wiggle it loose after you push the light up. You'll have to hand spin the light up, or you can turn it on and just hold it up, but then you'll want to undo that and you can just wiggle it loose. The whole piece comes out. This bracket is what controls your adjustment, so you're not going to change any of your headlight gap if you do this, unless you lose a little plastic sleeves that go around these bolts. Like this one, there's that little plastic collar on the bolt. You don't want to lose those. But you're going to take the assembled fog light piece, make sure that the bolts on the back are loose, and you're gonna have to kind of wiggle it around. Until you get about there. Once you get about there, it's a little bit trickier because you gotta close this. So I've got this in, so I'm gonna try and work it out real fast. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold this closed like this. You're gonna take it in at an angle. It's kind of hard to do left hand. Hold on. And then you'll swing it over and it'll sit like that. And you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna make sure you get the metal plate behind the plastic of the bumper down here. And then after that, just kind of wiggle it down and it'll all push and drop right into place like that. And then after you do that, you can grab this and you can start throwing it in. You can get it started like that. Have this push down. This will all tilt back and move. I wasn't paying attention. I believe I possibly broke part of the bracket, but it doesn't look like it's all moving the same all the way around. But it's all pushed down. You tighten these bolts on the back. It just plugs in. And then step around. And I'll get that plug backwards. Around, and now we have an LED fog light. Although I believe my battery is a bit low because that's pretty dim. And after you get it installed, you can see I've got it all mounted up, it's not pulling up. You can go to the front here, you'll see how it looks, and there's this little hole right here with the Torx bit, and you use that to adjust the up and down just like you would the factory light. And then you've got yourself a working fog light. Now we'll go ahead and jump to this side over here. So grab the light. Make it to not move. That'd be nice. You need the light, a 10 mil, the Torx bit, and of course you'll need the fog light. Now we're gonna go for the same way we dropped the other one in. I don't know how you can see, but on this back corner down here where my finger is, it's not behind the plastic. And that is what is hanging us up right now. So we're gonna try and work it just over the plastic, just like that. Wiggle. And it looks like we might need to finger loosen these just a little bit. Oh, no, the bottom one's not over. That would be why. There we go. And it just drops in just like that. Once it drops in, you put the top screw in. You can take this to this connector. And we'll see if we can kick it on and get both our fog lights. If not, see, we got this one, and look how much brighter it is now. I think you just need the other one. The other one, we need to come over here. We need to undo this connector. And looky there. Just like that, you now have LED fog lights installed. Now, you can't do this from underneath. I would just recommend taking this out because it gives you a lot more room to work down in here. You don't have to take out your turn signal lights or anything like that. Just this, and then you still have your adjustability for up and down like you would with the stock fog lights if you were to be using OEM fogs with like a different bulb. Has the same adjustability style and everything like that. It's just a matter of dropping these ones in rather than chopping up your old ones.